Hey guys, so today we've been playing around again with using Ableton to control X32 via OSC commands. And this is sort of slowly getting more and more sophisticated. Earlier today we did some triggering with clip automation for a delay feature. So we built this this sort of feedback send thing, which was kind of fun to do. I haven't had a chance to really test that with signal through the system, but the mechanics are all in place. Next thing I wanted to do was to set up some high-pass filter controls for various types of situations. Those are incredibly useful to have available on like an XY controller, for instance. And so what I've done is I've created this HPF sweeps channel. I've created this effects rack, which we've got some macros on. We've got our EQ8, my OSC sends, which I have not remembered to rename yet. And you can see my macros have been named. So we've got left-right mains, left-right high cut, the band high cut. We've got a keyboard high cut and a guitar high cut. This is obviously affecting the left-right mains, the high cut on that EQ. This band one is a little bit interesting. I'm actually using this on 3 stereo buses. So you'll see over here we've got band high cut is actually covering bus 1, 3, and 5. And I only had to do 1, 3, and 5 because those are linked on X32. So we only really need to affect one side and the other will follow. And then the keyboard is just that keyboard stereo bus. Guitar is just that stereo bus as well. And the next thing I did was I went ahead and I mapped those macro buttons to the XY controller in TouchAble on my iPad. And so we've got some really interesting things we can do there. For instance, I have this gravity function, so I can move this with my finger, and when I let it go, it's just going to bounce back to where I had it. So super useful. I could do this nice sort of long thing and then adjust those gravity parameters to musically release that high cut while I'm not touching the thing. So if we come over here to X32, we can see that if I, let's see, where do we go? Let's go there. We can see that there's my left-right bus EQ, and boop, 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 boop. Where's my bus master? There we go. When I move this guy, this is my band, so we can see drums moving there. We can see keyboards, guitars, all moving in time. And then there's guitar. Again, gravity function. And we can, there's keyboards. Anyway, very cool feature. Another thing we can do, not that I really want to with this kind of thing, but if I really wanted to, we could, let's come over here to our guitar bus, add this bounce function, so I could just make this thing do that all day for no reason in particular. Not so useful for high-pass filter, but maybe some other parameter that you might want to modulate. You could use this gravity and bouncing feature on there to adjust those parameters live and on the fly. Now, of course, we can also automate these things using clip automation and just launch those as a static thing. But I just thought it would be fun to play around with this as a function of the XY controller. Yeah. Anyway, that's where we're at with that. Some filter sweeps. And I think next we will probably build some modulation parameters with this XY controller and maybe a few more complex things as well. Hope this has been helpful.